What up, everybody out there in podcast land? Thank you for tuning in yet again to Kane and Ross present the Yeah I Said It podcast. We're expressing with our full capabilities. Until they might want us in correctional facilities. And after this one, they very well just might. As always, I'm the dad half of this outfit, Ross Cooper. I am rocking with the best. We are back. My co-host, introduce yourself to the folk.
Happy Deuce Fake, Heart Full of Clay. What's your last name? Thompson. Yeah, what's good, everybody? Everybody's doing good. Having a good year, week, days, hour, minute, second, all that good stuff. And if you're watching from the tube, the great tube, please share, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And it's good to be back. I sound a little rusty because it's been a little minute, but we gonna do it anyway.
Man, so I was on, life happens, of course. I was on vacation, got a chance to go to the left coast, got a chance to visit the mecca of bodybuilding, Gold's Gym, Venice. And it just really wasn't, a great place to record per se. I was busy doing other things, but we are back. Want to take a moment to send condolences to anyone and all the service members lost in Afghanistan. I nor you, I believe, have enough information to really speak on that other than to know it is a tragedy. And based on what I do know, the few service members I know, a lot of them are not really happy with the way Biden has handled this entire thing. We'll do some homework and maybe speak on a later point, but I'm just not in a predicament to where I have enough information to make a judgment. I do know lives were lost, and that's enough. And it is September 3rd, 2021. Another Hurricane Ida, just blew through, and there's a lot of damage in Louisiana, a lot of damage in Jersey, some in Pennsylvania, and of course, as if you watch this show long enough, you know me, a lot of damage going on in the world's greatest city, in the glorious Empire State. For those who can't put two and two together, we are, of course, referring to the Big Apple. Some very interesting footage. I don't know if you've seen any. There's this video making the rounds of a rat pretty much swimming in water. There's footage of this guy, on a raft smoking a hookah in the middle of like flooded streets. I'm like, yeah, that's New York, boy. That is the most New York shit ever. Um,
That's some Southern type shit, but yeah.
come on, yo. The streets is flooded. Go out, smoke some hookah, sit in the raft. Like, let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go. Why not?
with dirty water and rats. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. That makes
It's
perfect
part of
sense.
New York, sir. Welcome to the world's greatest city. It's part of New York. That's what I'm saying. Uh, um, but no, in all seriousness, though, there's a lot of lost property, but more importantly, lost life. And I really hope, send condolences out to those. And I really hope they get back on their feet. If you know anything about New York, it is September 3rd. 8 days from now will be the commemoration of September 11th, and shortly thereafter, regardless of how you feel, we're gonna have to talk about this at a later point because Spike just released a film, and he's catching some heat about the suggestion that maybe 9/11 was an inside job. But we'll talk about that. Stop. We're not gonna go down that rabbit hole. We are not gonna go down that rabbit hole. Because you have to.
We already talked about this. Yeah, I know
All
how
I'm
I feel.
saying, you'd have to accept some very ugly truth about the government. You'd have to accept some very ugly truth that
And
they
that's
be
so hard to
totally
believe.
cool.
Right. Okay.
3,000 dead Americans on American soil. But I digress. Like, you'd have to accept that that's a possibility, that they're cool with that.
Everything this country was built off was on blood and on American soil. So what are you talking about? So
okay, all right. So, but yeah, Spike catches some heat for that. But what I was going with that was, regardless of what caused it in the aftermath, you saw the spirit of the world's greatest city. You saw the spirit of New York. You even saw that trash bag Giuliani step up to the plate. So New York will get by this. We'll all get by this, and will be Ida is already a distant memory, and the effects of Ida will be a distant memory. All right. We're gonna okay. So we need to explain to the people the new rules. Okay, we need to because we had to think about this. We talked about it on the last show. We got our show yanked because we talked about certain things. So we got to get creative and discuss things in a certain way. So check this out. Apparently, there is this new disease going around the globe, right? And
Capital.
it, right. That's coming later. That comes later. No time for fear, doctor. That comes later. Bane reference. But in order to possibly be protected and keep you from further spreading said disease, there's a song you gotta listen to. Okay. Now here's the thing about the song. The song was put together kind of quick. Couple different artists came together and said, "Hey, you gotta listen to the song. If you listen to the song, if you get the disease, you won't die a terrible, horrible death. In fact, when you listen to the song, you can take the mask off." That's what we told. One small problem though. We've soon found out that even if you listen to the song, you probably not going to take the mask off, and you still might get the disease and die horribly. But remember, listen to the song, boys and girls. That's the important piece here.
And
If you
spread it.
if Right, if you're as smart as we all think you are, you know exactly where I'm going. You should be also a little, if you're as smart as we think you are, you should also be a little bit concerned that I and he cannot openly discuss what the song is or run the risk of getting our show pulled. Think about that for a second. But anywho, people have gone to very extreme measures about people who choose to not listen to the song. I've permanently got my headphones in. I think you do too. I'm never listening to the song. I don't care who writes it. Okay. Well, a judge took it upon themselves, and this is just wow. This really happened. And this is coming courtesy of The Guardian. And I'm sure at this point you can probably find some other major news audiences. But a judge revokes a mother's right to visit her son over her refusal to listen to the song. Now, I don't know which one is more concerning, the fact that this happened or the fact that I'm willing to bet there's way more people that think this is okay. But yep, I'm taking this right off The Guardian. Cook County Judge James Shapiro, and the mother in question is Rebecca Furlet, shares custody of the son with the divorced husband. Said she could not see the boy again until she listened to the song. And I quote, "I was confused because it's just supposed to be about expenses and child support." But one of the first things the judge asked when we got on the Zoom call was whether or not I had listened to the song. How we talking about expenses, child support? Why does that matter if I listen to the song or not? So I'm gonna throw you the lob, sir. Do a little more reading here myself, but I'm throwing you the lob. What? Because I text you first before I sent your article. I said, "Yo, this lady just lost custody because she ain't listened to the song." Did you believe me?
No, but yeah, well, yes and no, but this is getting out of control. Like I know I said this a while ago that there's gonna be everything's gonna be segregated again between the people who listen to the song and the people who don't listen to the song. And right now it's showing a scary face. Unless you live in Texas, then you good. But
Oh, Texas got a whole we don't even touch that one. Texas got a whole another set of problems going on.
Yeah. Regarding the national anthem, if is that what you're talking about?
I'm talking about abortion.
Oh,
They
well,
just abortion laws just passed. A new gun law just passed. Pretty much anybody can
like
walk
to
around
walk
with a
around
gun
with a
now,
gun without a
right?
license. Yep. I
But I
seen
keep
that.
telling people, if you live here, that's like every day. Like everybody that's not here is freaking out. Like, oh my god, like dude, people give kids guns for Christmas here. Like, it's God, Jesus, football,
In
guns.
America and the guns, yeah. That's Texas is the
God,
embodiment.
football, Jesus. I'm sorry, God, Jesus, same person. My bad. God, Jesus, football, guns. That's Texas.
Texas. I
But I'm
approve this
sorry.
message.
But yeah, we talk about that next week. They got a whole nother other list of things going on. But back to what I'm saying, like you were saying, like yeah, she lost custody because she didn't listen to the song.
I don't I don't know what to do, man. Just like I said, I would say it in a joking manner, but this is getting real serious. Like we are really going to have segregation again, but it's not going to be about color. It's going to be about listening to the song or not listening to the song. And said, you know where I stand not listening to the song because the song just trash, is mumble rap. It don't make any sense. But
Yo, did you really just wow, wow. You really compared this to bubble rap. Good job.
Rap.
Good job. Good job.
This is
I'm
mumble rap.
definitely not listening now.
I need to hear some
Good
lyrics.
job.
There's no Black Thought, no Kendrick, nothing on there. It's just
It's
littles,
future.
all
It's just,
littles.
it's just future.
Little Sky, Little Zanny, it's all them motherfuckers.
Oh goodness.
But yeah, like that's wild. Like, what does the song have to do with custody? What does that have to do with anything? You're not
Now,
saving the kid by not having the parent listen to the song because the kid can't even listen to the song yet. He's not old enough.
yeah,
So what are you doing? What is the purpose?
right. And see, here's the thing, because people like to toss around the term anti-music, right? But she said the reason she didn't listen to the song is because she's, and I quote, I've had adverse reactions to listen to songs in the past. It was advised not to listen to this song by my doctor because it poses a risk. So for all
Hmm.
right, so all those people out there that just want to listen to the song, and I can't stand you people who don't want to listen to the song. For all of y'all, no, it's literally legit some people who cannot listen to the song at all medically, right? So it's not like she was like F your song, like me and you know what I mean? It was literally she couldn't listen to the song. So the judge was like, nah, absolutely not, you know. And I'm just like, is this legal? I'm just how is it? But if we don't know nothing, we don't know anything. We know this country has a real fun time deciding legality of things. And I know, warning, because yes, I'm about to go there. Slavery was legal once. It was legal to own people. And I get a whole bunch of folk who typically tend not to be melanated want to remind us that was so long ago. But just keep in mind when you say, well, this is legal, this is not legal, remember legal does not equal moral. Because legal, you could own people. You could legitimately own a person. And I don't think that gets stated hard enough. You don't make anything about race. Well, pretty much a lot in this country is about race, except this song. I will say that. They've tried to make it about race, though. They said people who look like me and you, we definitely need to listen to the song because we're adversely affected. Listen, all right, I'm about to piss some people off. You feel free to do the same if you like. You are under no obligation to do so. Let me be very, very real with you. I have lived in Texas since 2017. Okay. Since this thing has started, I social distance when I can. Um, you were here. I wear a mask literally when I'm told to. I'm back in the gym, been back in the gym since June 2020. So let me put this in very clear terms. I have been exposed to people and humanity since about June last year. I have tested negative for COVID twice. Um, I'm I've pretty much been quote unquote in the line of fire since the beginning. What I have done is chosen to eat well as I can. I have boosted my vitamins through the roof, so to speak. But my vitamin C, vitamin D, and some vitamin E, and I take a multi, and I take a couple other things all over the counter. But not only have I not gotten COVID, and I'm pretty sure with all the people I've been around,
I don't know if we can say that, but the disease. Yeah.
no, I can say I've not gotten it, nor have I taken a vaccine. If you follow the show, you understand that that's never going to happen. Not only have I not gotten it, you know me, you know I should usually be a sneezy, cruddy-eyed mess right now. Not only have I not gotten COVID, I have not even gotten my seasonal allergies. And all I've done is let my body do what it's designed to do and give it a little help by boosting my immune system. It it seems very elementary, but I got some real interesting news for you. If you take care of yourself and take care of your body, it tends to take care of you. This is not a knock. If you choose to listen to the song, you chose to listen to the song. All I'm saying is I have not. And not only have I not listened to the song, I'm sure I've been around a whole bunch of other folks that didn't listen to the song. And I've been in situations which would absolutely put me right in direct contact with those who may have got the disease. And I'm fine. What about you, sir?
Uh, I think I'm fine. Like I said, I take my vitamin D, drink my orange juice, and all that other stuff to take an airborne every once in a while. Um, yeah, I said I might have had some symptoms before, but I don't know. But every time I did get a test, it was negative. So I mean,
Right.
I'm still here. I'm not. You don't see a huge snot bubble. You don't see me coughing and dying over here. I'm still
Like,
here and relatively healthy. So yeah,
right. And like I
uh,
said, it is not
do
a
you?
knock. Right. I want to be very clear. And there's a couple things that are very disturbing to me. I don't know what you've seen online or anything like that, but my concern is there is this general just disregard when it comes to people's lives when it comes to this. And here's what I mean. All of those that have chosen to listen to the song seem very heartless and cruel to those who have chosen not to. I've seen so many inhumane comments. I hope you get it and die. If you get it, you deserve it. Now let's think about this. A very good friend of mine pointed this out. You know, if you're diagnosed with a disease, you can't have family around. You also know that if you go to a hospital, you're going to be surrounded possibly by a bunch of healthcare workers who, of course, are obligated to take care of you, but very well may think you're here because you deserve to be. What kind of cocktail is that? You sit in the hospital, possibly really, really sick, surrounded by healthcare workers that are supposed to take care of you, but right low key think this is what you get. That sounds really horrible to me.
Yeah. Well, it's like I told you off air. People are. I don't want to start them, but people are upset, more upset about the people not listening to the song than they are about where the freaking song came from.
You're right. I
And
thought about that.
I don't mean, sorry, bro. I don't mean to start any hate or any of that. Don't do that Asian hate bullshit I do here because Asian Americans have nothing to do. But where it came from, I'm gonna be a little pissed off where it came from. But nah, instead we're more mad about people not listening to the song, even though the song is mumble rap and it doesn't make any damn sense. But hey, that's just me. Hey, we, we've done a beautiful job of forgetting where it came from.
I thought about
And
that.
so that's just mind blowing to me. And like what you just said is like, how you gonna wish death on somebody because they choose to make their own private decision that doesn't affect you, especially if you listen to the song. You shouldn't care what other people do because technically you're protected.
Well, science says we're the people who didn't listen to the song. And I heard some scientists explain it. The inherent issue is as long as the virus is still in play, that gives it more chances to mutate.
Which it
So,
already has, by the way.
so it's all our fault. And I'm not even being that facetiously. This is what's being told. We're being, and it's just every reason I've gotten because when I start asking below beneath the surface questions, it starts to fall apart. But every reason I've gotten is based on fear. Well, you never know. If you get it, you might, you don't want to end up dying. And if you don't want to infect others, and I'm like, if you vaccinated, you're good though, right? But um, so I mean, so that leads us to our next piece. Cam Newton, former quarterback of the New England Patriots, former NFL MVP with the Carolina Panthers. I thought he was going to have a starting job this year. And a lot of folks thought he was going to have a starting job this year. Was really unceremoniously cut a couple days back. And no one's going to say out and out that his vaccination status had anything to do with it. He's not vaccinated, but I don't, I don't know, because he's already had it. And again, this does speak to my ignorance. Um, I thought if you had it, you built up the antibodies and didn't need to take the vaccine. The rules change so often. Before you go, see, that's when you pick. No. Please understand. I've made my choice. I'm not listening to the song. I'm going to do everything I can to take care of myself. So whether or not you get it, don't get it, how that affects, I'm not listening to the song, no matter how you slice it. But a lot of whispers are saying the fact that he is unvaccinated played a part into him being released. Urban Meyer, now NFL coach of the Jags, has said, yeah, they definitely consider vaccine status when they're deciding who to cut. Do you think that's fair, sir?
Well, we read the new rules, NFL rules, when they came out. So if you are unvaccinated and you catch it and you spread it among the team, you'll be punished badly for it by the NFL.
Right.
So and lose money and possibly be fired, if I remember correctly. So yeah, uh, is it fair to me? No, but the rule is the rule. They made the new rules, so teams have to adjust accordingly to those rules, and you're running a risk. And do I think Cam deserved to be cut because he didn't take the song? Then no, but especially like you just said, he already caught it. So you would think he's not necessarily immune to it, but
Right.
he's he has a better. He already has the antibodies to fight something,
Right.
unless it's this new strain, which Unicron is at work, boy. I swear.
Really?
Unicron is building all types of
Really?
transformers, boy. It is crazy out here. But nah, like I don't. To me it's stupid. But you know where we stand on this issue.
Right.
But
It's
like I said, the rules is the rules. So the teams are going to try to do their best to protect themselves. Like Jerry Jones said, that anybody on the Cowboys, I'm not tolerating not being non-vaccinated. If you want to be on this team, you're going to be vaccinated. He can
ain't
say
this the
that
same?
because
Well, just about to interrupt. Ain't this the same dude that said if you kneel for the national anthem, never mind. Continue. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah,
Woo!
yeah, same dude. that's
Yeah, Jerry Jones need to just start putting "boy" at the end of all of his sentences, because that's pretty much what it sounds like.
that's kind of how he talks. It sounds like he say boy behind the scenes, but that's another story. But yeah, um, this is just this is just how the world and well, this country is just going to be. Unless you, like I said, unless you live in certain states where they say middle fingers to all that. But if you don't, like here, um, in Maryland, by the way, but yeah, it's gonna be tough for you if you don't listen to the song. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's gonna be a little
It,
tough.
the world's greatest city is crazy. You can no longer go to gyms, go to restaurants. I'm like, all right, restaurants, whatever, but why would you? If maintaining optimal health is a good idea, why would you close gyms? Why would you subject people to that? Like, see, I don't think people understand. You and I don't really drift down the conspiracy theory rabbit hole. We played with, well, this is population control. We don't have to get that deep. It's just, but certain things lend themselves to asking certain questions. If I'm trying to be in optimal health, and again, the gym is everywhere. As a trainer, I know that. But if the gym is my sanctuary, now you're gonna make me take this, listen to this song to get into the gym. That doesn't make sense. And it's just more and more people that are listening to the song are still getting sick. But we're also told 98% of the people dying are people who didn't listen to the song, and it just seems like fear mongering on 100,000 trillion. Like
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
it's just like you're trying to scare me into it, and it is not disregarding anyone who's died from this horrible thing. It is not disregarding that at all. It's simply saying you're taking a chance either way, right?
Right.
I choose to trust my immune system to do what it's supposed to do. I've
Right.
never taken a flu shot either.
Me either.
Um, I
Never
don't
had the
have a
flu.
I don't have a problem with parents. Like people have issue with parents who don't want to get their kids vaccinated, even though there are some studies that show some of these vaccines may cause autism. You're taking a chance either way, right?
Right.
And I don't expect you like. And if your kid is vaccinated, if the unvaccinated kid gets measles, if I understand how vaccines are supposed to work, I can't. My kid can't give your kid measles. You got your kid vaccinated. So
Right.
and maybe there's just something I'm missing, but when I start asking very basic questions, stuff doesn't add out, and that's my problem. Like I said, make it make sense for me, and I'll reconsider. But it doesn't make sense how in the midst of this there's been 8 or 9 new billionaires. It doesn't make sense to me how Moderna's stock is through the roof. It
Which is
doesn't make sense to
crazy.
me. You told everybody to stay home, gave people $2,200 for what almost 2 years, and now we about to have a mass eviction because the Supreme Court was like, well, yeah, you can kick them all out. So you listen to the song, awesome. That'll serve you well while you're homeless. Listen. Okay, so no, we're not listening to the song. I'm not. I'm pretty sure I can speak for you and say you're not either. Going to shift gears a little bit to the other thing we talk about a lot here. That would be pigs, aka law enforcement, boys in blue, aka the biggest gang in America.
Most dangerous game. You are now into to
Right,
street knowledge.
right. You're now about to witness the strength of street knowledge. Right, 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 right. So, and this is from the Griot, and again, I just have to pull this one. Boy, this is in the nation's capital. Video footage from a body cam shows police officers shooting 10 rounds, 10 of them, relatively empty in the clip, into a man found sleeping, sleep at the wheel. 27-year-old Antoine Gilmore swarmed by police as they found him in a car sitting at a traffic light, intersection New York and Florida Avenue. The police officer said he was unconscious when they approached the car. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Okay, if you walk up on somebody sleeping, you have just hypothetically. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna start. I'll make this real simple. If you just your regular self happen to walk up on somebody sleeping, do you feel particularly threatened?
No.
Let alone to go as far as to say this person was unconscious. Like, so it's like you look like you out of it, out of it. Do you feel particularly threatened by that?
Nope.
Now, if you had on body armor, a taser, and a gun on top of that, would you feel particularly threatened? Just,
No, sir. No, no,
just,
no.
okay. Just want to check. I'm trying to, I don't want to make it seem like I'm automatically indicting. I'm trying to walk this through from a very common sense perspective here. I've walked up to your car. I look in your car. You look not the F out. You look like you was like gone. Why would I feel threatened? Now, natural thing is you sit in the car. All right. Now I'm going to put this in real terms. Sit in the car at the traffic light. You can't be sitting there at the traffic light sleep, dog. So I understand what I have to approach this carefully because if I wake you up, odds are you're probably going to be a little startled. Fair?
Fair.
Fair. Okay. Okay. So, officer walks up, says, wash the hands. Where's the gun at? Should we not? Because allegedly the pig that walks up on him saw a gun on the waistband. I'm guessing the video camera will tell us what he actually saw. The body cam, I would ideally will tell us what he saw. The car moves forward and stops, then moves forward again. So if I fell asleep at the wheel, I didn't probably put the car in park, did I? I probably fell asleep with my foot on the brake, right?
Right.
So someone walks up, taps on the glass, whatever, gets my attention. When I wake up, because I'm you know how sleepy you got to be to fall asleep at the wheel of the stoplight? Pretty damn sleepy. So I'm trying to figure out if the car moved forward a few feet, stops, moves forward a few feet again. We've established dude is asleep. We've established so deep in his sleep that you believed him to be unconscious. How did we go from that to 10 rounds?
I mean, what do you want me to say? Ow.
I'm so we're gonna wait, of course, for the body cam footage to be released. I'm sure it'll all make sense then. You know, I'm sure he woke up and saw the cops and was startled and immediately reached for his gun and tried to kill them. I'm pretty sure that's what we're gonna see on camera, right?
Yep. Like menace
You
to
know,
society.
because I was so tired, I fell asleep. I fell asleep at the light with my gun out. And when the cops came, my first thought was, "Oh my goodness, there's cops. Let me reach my gun and shoot you all." That's kind of what you would think if you fell asleep at a light, right? And this is in, DC. This is in Biden's backyard, sir. You didn't hear the shots. Just, you know.
Nope.
And it's just so, and I'm not, and please, I'm gonna preface this by saying, and you said it earlier. This is no knock against our Asian brothers and sisters, but it's just the Stop Asian Hate bill got passed like that. The George Floyd policing bill is still sitting somewhere in Congress. What happened to the police reform, police reimagined, and all of this? I'm just like, now, here's the thing. I can presume that since I'm reading this article on Agrio, which is typically a site that covers Black issues, that this was a Black man. But it does not indicate, I don't believe, the race of the person who was killed. And I will say, I don't care. Because if you've been paying attention, what we've been saying on this show since its inception, it is not a case of who these pigs kill. It is a case of they did it at all. I don't care if it's white pigs and Black people or reverse. The pigs are the problem.
Yeah, all we see is blue. It don't matter if it's a white guy or a black guy. All you see is blue. And that's the issue that we have. And like I said, I know it's a lot of white guy and black guy, and they push that narrative, but it's not all the time.
No, it's not. It's not. I mean, statistically, it shows. What I think we saw. I'm too weird. 2.8 times more likely to be killed at the hand of these pigs.
Yep.
So we're not saying there is not a racial component. Obviously, it is.
Yeah.
Because, of the last check, again, this is a few years old, but the last that I saw, the police force in this country is 83% white male. Police force is 83% white male. And what do
Majority
you
of
think was going to happen?
inmates are Black, but yeah.
What do you think was going to happen? What do you think was going to happen? Like, seriously, what do you think was going to happen? But, the problem isn't just the racial makeup, it is the pig makeup, period. It is problematic all the way around. So I can't tell you whether or not the dearly departed is Black or not. I'm just going by the website I found this on. But I am here to tell you I don't care. We have a problem with these pigs. And this is Obama's, you can't say they from the police, you lose people. For those listening and not watching, I'm holding up a grand middle finger right now. But anywho, so we'll wait for the footage to come out. I'm sure we're going to see Antoine wake up, reach for his gun, and say, "I'm going to murder you, pigs," before he was brutally shot 10 times. Just, I'm that makes sense. It'll make sense. Once you see the body cam footage, it'll all make sense, I'm sure. Oh my gosh. But police keep you safe, right?
Right.
Police keep you safe. Police keep you safe.
They stop
Well,
crime.
right, police stop crime. All right. So, well, in a nice turn of events and some good news, you may remember the story of a young black boy, Elijah McClain. 2019, he was tragically killed after being put in a banned chokehold and injected with ketamine, right? What makes this story extra heinous is Elijah was as sweet a soul as there could have been. That young man, like, one, it don't matter. I don't care if he was OG 187, kill him. Fuck these pigs. But Elijah was one of the sweetest souls you could have ever encountered. And to be murdered by these pigs in such fashion is tragic. And then the ultimate slap was, as per usual, pre Derek Chauvin, these pigs walked. Well, as I told you, and you don't believe me, but I told you, ever since Chauvin's conviction, it is a new day, sir. It is a new day. And as of, I do believe, yesterday or the first, 5 suburban Denver police officers and medics have been indicted by a Colorado grand jury. You should be clapping. You should be, come on, you should be clapping. They walked. They walked. They're not gonna walk now.
It's manslaughter, not murder. Like murder 1 or murder 2.
Let me see. They're indicted. I'm trying to see if I can get.
If that's what I remember reading, it was for manslaughter, and something else. So it's not murder 1. It's not murder 2. Even though that's what it probably should be, especially if the dude's begging for his life and you still got him in a chokehold and give him a lethal dose of whatever it was. So that should be murder. That's not manslaughter. That's murder.
I think it's murder too. I think it's murder too. It's felony manslaughter. I'd have to check the statutes in Colorado, but wow. And here's the other kicker. I forgot about this little detail. They're all still employed.
I thought one quit or got or fired. I guess okay, maybe I. Either way, that's still.
Okay, yeah. A third officer was charged was fired last year after sending. Wait. Okay. So this for all you blue line assholes, right? This is for all you blue line assholes. So you were right. Jason Rosenblatt, let's Rosenblatt, let's say his name. Let's put the pig out there, or former pig out there, was fired by the city last year after sending text messages mocking McClain's death. So the fact that you killed him wasn't enough. That didn't do it. It was the text messages that got you fired. The fuck? But police are our friends, right? Police are our friends. And I'm willing to bet you go through these pigs' text messages and so on and so forth, you find more shit just like that. So you can kill someone and it's cool. But you mock said killing, now you get fired. But yes, felony manslaughter. I gotta see what kind of time that carries. I don't care if it carries 10 years. You do all 10 of them. And as I told you, we are in a new day. Chauvin was the first domino. George Floyd did not die for nothing. He was not executed for nothing. That was the first domino to fall. You start a fire with one match. You build muscle by lifting one weight. Remember, these pigs were employed up until a couple days ago. They're about to be fired as soon as the indictment comes down. But until that point, they walked. So enough noise has been made to where we can circle back and say, nah, this wasn't right. And finally, the powers that be agree. This ain't right. I told you Chauvin was gonna fry.
That's
You were
too.
skeptical.
I said that. I said he was gonna fry, but we disagreed on the reason why he's gonna fry. I said he was gonna fry because he had to, because it was the face. He had to be the sacrificial lamb. He had to because he was the face of, like you said, George Floyd. The world was on fire. The whole world, not just this country. The whole world was protesting. If he walked, shit was gonna go down bad. But now, like I said, there's so many cases that happened 2, 3 years ago, and we're just hearing about it, and nothing happened to them. So
Well,
if it's 1 out of 10, okay, let's say it's 10 cops kill people every month. If 1 out of 10 of them gets evicted, that's not good enough for me. I'm sorry. That's you just throwing me a bone. You're not solving the solution. The solution is to finally stop getting killed. And then if you
okay.
do get killed, be held accountable. And I can't say, you definitely can't say that this is 100% happening right now.
No, it's
That,
not. It's not. It's absolutely
so
not.
when it gets to that point, or at least close to it, maybe not 100%, but close to it where it makes a difference, where I can actually finally say and agree with you that these cops are getting scared and they probably won't do it anymore. But nah, they're gonna keep doing it because it's not a high conviction rate. It's not.
It's not.
So you can still kill somebody, like you just said. That didn't get you fired. But you sending a text laughing, that was the final straw? Really? I'm sorry, the mentality is still there. They're still laughing. These pigs are still laughing at us because they know they can get away with it still. I'm sorry. That shit pisses me off, man. Like I wish I can rock with you. I wish I can throw my hands up and clap and applaud. Like yes, yes, it's finally happening, but it's not. It's not.
I mean, I get it. It's this. Here's the saddest reality. The saddest reality is just as you said. Well, that happened in Colorado. I'm a pig in Texas. That ain't gonna happen to me. That happened in Colorado. I'm a pig in Florida. That's not gonna happen to me. It's gonna take, sadly, a lot more of these pigs getting caught and convicted and doing real time. And I don't think, I ain't never been to prison and none of that. But I don't think you get to go to prison as a pig and just join the Aryan Nation and be good. I think you got a chance not making it out of there. So even if you got to do 3 years, 4 years, you walking in jail as a pig, that ain't gonna go well. That alone would make me be like, you know what? Let me chill. Because they circling back. This happened in 2019. It's 2 years later, but you was good. You thought you walked. Surprise, surprise, your ass is indicted and facing felony manslaughter charges. Woo. That's not gonna go well. And the paramedics. And not just the pigs, the paramedics, y'all gonna get it too. Because y'all stood there and so yeah, good. I can't wait to see all of you fry. Oh my goodness, eye for an eye. No, 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 no. You getting what you deserve. As someone I know says, have the day that you deserve, you about to have the day that you deserve. Because that young man shouldn't, that young man didn't deserve that.
Nope.
And I'm like, look, there are people in communities that are menaces, that are nuisances, that maybe certain kinds of grace shouldn't be extended. But that sweet soul, that young man, he didn't deserve that. So I hope you get every fucking year that this charge carries. And it's just further proof. Oh, speaking of circling back. Speaking of circling back. Um, again, it's slow. The wheels of air quotes justice are turning slow, but they are turning. I'm gonna take you back to Ahmad Arbury, the young brother in Atlanta that was killed while jogging. Wait, that didn't do it justice. Was chased, hunted down, and murdered by these white boys. We didn't learn about it. We, the public, didn't learn about it till months later. Right? Didn't know about it till months later. How do you murder somebody and it just kept quiet? Because you had a little help. Had a little help. So the district attorney will be indicted. Let's see. Reading here, this is coming off the WRBL.com site. On or about February 23rd, 2020, said accused violated the above provision of her oath of district attorney by showing favor and affection to Greg McMichael during the investigation into shooting death of Ahmad Arbury, thereby failing to discharge her duties as DA. So it is literally your job. This is why you're here. You have one job, literally your job, to prosecute crime. This is capital murder, and you sat on it. We're circling back, sir. Now, if there is one thing that is cause for a small bit of celebration, right? Murder carries no statute of limitations. So that means all the dirt these pigs done did, oh, we can circle back and get all of them. I wish it had never happened, obviously. I wish these brothers and sisters would still be here with us. But the fact of the matter is, now we can circle back and get all of them. Are you happy, sir? The DA's been indicted. The pigs that killed him, I just forgot his name, Elijah McClain, they're going to get fried. It's happening.
I already said what I said, but good. That's a start. As you said, a fire start with one match. So we're at the really, really, really beginning stage. We're at the infant stage of this shit. I want to wait till it gets to a teenager, to an adult, an old person. Like, let's see what happens then. But like I said, most of these pigs and government officials think that they can still get away with it and are still laughing in our faces. And so until that mentality is changed, then I'll clap and do a backflip and probably land on my neck. But at least I tried. I was happy. I died with a smile on my face. But yeah.
I mean, for the record, this is the thing I want to know. If convicted, violation of oath of public officer, it's a felony. Maximum sentence is 5 years. Okay. I mean, again, you don't want to be a DA in jail, though. You don't want to be a DA in jail. That is definitely not going to go well. It's only 1 to 5 years. But here's the thing. It means no one is safe anymore. It's not just the pigs. Because if you understand, this is a system. It is an entire criminal justice system. And all of these pieces work together. And this is a signal to say, hey, if you're part of the problem, we're coming for you too. Maybe this is me being very optimistic, but we've not seen this before. Usually when black folk get killed by white folk, we just, it happens. Especially when the white folk have to be wearing blue uniforms. It happens. Not anymore. So am I happy? Yes. Is it going to happen overnight? No. Is there going to be more black blood shed at the hands of these pigs? Absolutely. But it will no longer be in vain at some point. You got to believe that. Like, we can't.
What they say? Trust in the science. Right now, the science is telling me we got a long way to go. And like I said, if 1 in 10 murders get convicted, that's still not good enough, dog. That's not even putting a dent in it. Like, I wouldn't even be worried if I was a pig at that point. So we're at 1 in 10. We'll see what happens if we can get to 3 out of 10 or 5 out of 10 or 8 out of 10 or 10 out of 10.
Right.
We got ways to go. And then I'll be, as you would say, happy. But I'm not happy. I'm not even content. I'm anxious. So we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, the first domino has fallen when Chauvin got convicted on some real numbers, like real numbers. What no, probation 5 years. Now he got 22. That means he got to do 15 before you can think about getting out.
Right.
Once you got some real numbers, I'm like, okay, it's a new day. It's a
We
new
knew
day.
we knew that was going to happen. So that's not surprising to me. Because like I said, that he had to fall. He had to. There was no real reason why he wasn't going to fall. Because like I said, he was the face of this. Why everything just blew up. He was the face.
Mm.
Outside of George Floyd, of course, but he was the face. So I'm not surprised by that. That was supposed to happen. Now we just want to see the little people um, who aren't as big as George Floyd, who don't get reported on, and it's happened years ago, and it's starting to come up now, get justice or quote unquote justice, as we all know.
Right.
Yeah.
You can never be just. KRS once said there can never be justice on stolen land. You know what I mean? Like you can't get away from that little detail. Can never be justice on stolen land, but accountability. I don't know if you ever get quote unquote justice. You get accountability.
Yeah.
Call for them reparations, defund, disband these pigs. Then we can talk about justice. But
right.
Yeah, that part. So yeah, I'm glad to see it turn around. I'm glad to see like if I'm a pig and I did some dirt and it resulted in a death, you might want to be a little nervous because you know the law. Murder don't have no statute of limitations. So if something gets enough noise, gets enough traction, that might mean your ass. That very well might mean your ass. All right. So that's enough to the heavy. Real quick, Donda, did you listen yet?
Nope. I listened to one or two songs.
Yeah, we can't really get a feel for it now. What you think so far? Two songs. You only two songs deep, but two songs. Bangers, okay. What you thought?
It was like, I mean, the
Wow.
production was good. I mean, but it's Kanye. But I
Right, we knew
mean,
that.
it was just okay to me. Like I'm not, like I said, I like Kanye's old work, but like I said, he's doing huge gospel stuff, and it's like, yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I rock with it. I mean, your faith is your faith. I'm not going to judge you for that, but it's just it might not be completely for me.
It's
But
not. It's not. It's not pure hip hop. Is what you're getting at. You don't feel like it's pure hip hop.
nah, not, for the songs I heard, no. But it's like 30 freaking songs on there, so I don't know what he could
Hey,
switch it up
I can
completely.
tell. He gave your money's worth. You got 30 joints on there. That's what's up. That's
But
gonna be a good. That's a road trip listen right there, yeah. That's a
pretty
road trip
much,
listen.
ain't nobody listening to that one set unless you want a road trip or on the
Yeah, that's a road.
toilet.
That's if you on the toilet that long, yo, you might want to go to the hospital. But
That's what
anywho,
I'm saying. It's like,
um, no, I haven't rocked with Kanye personally. From a music tip, I haven't really rocked with him since his second album, since the second joint. And then kind of for me, and you can call me hip hop purist. Once I found out you got a ghostwriter, it's like at least with Diddy, we knew it wasn't. He straight out said it. One of the dopest bars ever. Don't worry if I write rhymes. I write checks. Ain't no real comeback to that. Okay, cool. We know Diddy got a ghostwriter. No biggie. But Kanye out here, like, selling us on the fact that he a rapper. So he got, and I don't do the whole, for the most part, I don't do the whole separate art from artist thing. Like, you got some strikes against you, dog. You counted up Amber Rose and then went for the other version of Amber Rose. Like, and then the whole MAGA thing. I kind of gotta revoke your invite to the cookout, my G. Like, I don't. And now you turn around and renounced it all, but fam, for a good minute, you run around here calling Trump a superhero. You like your dad or something. Like, I don't know if it's coming back from that, dog. I don't know if you can come back from that. Like, is he on the Mount Rushmore producers? You could argue that. You could argue the fourth spot is his. You could argue that for sure. Because like I said, when we talk about Mount Rushmore producers, it's definitely Dre, definitely Primo. So yeah, we can argue whether or not he belongs up there. He pioneered the whole sound, but Too many strikes for me. Drake's new joint drop. You hear that yet?
Nope.
Okay. I'll probably get out a listen before I give Donda a listen. At least I know
If
Drake got. At least I know Drake got bars. Yeah. What?
never, yeah, Drake got bars.
Yo, what are you doing over there, yo? What are you talking about? Like Drake got bars, yo.
Yeah, he
Like,
do. Yeah.
there you. Oh, you on that whole ghostwriter nonsense? You can't see. Here's the problem. Drake was Kanye's ghostwriter, so you can't have a ghostwriter if you are a ghostwriter.
Then why does everyone in the industry say you have a ghostwriter? Like, I'm sorry, if I work with you, you was on a song and I noticed that, and I expose it, ain't no coming back from that.
I think Cats is taking that and running with it. I think Cats is taking that and running with it.
Okay, I'm not saying you don't right now. I'm just saying, like, that's a thing. You can't be the goat of hip hop if if you don't write your own shit.
Cats said Wayne had a ghostwriter, so like,
But
what
but
are we
Cass,
really
but
doing?
everyone that I've seen every interview says Wayne don't write. He goes off the top.
Tell that to Gilly the Kid. So it's like,
I want to
and
say
I
most
just
people say Wayne don't write at all. Like, so how do you have a ghostwriter if he's going off the top of his head?
true indeed. Like the only okay, all right. Ain't like we forgot wobbly. Like ain't like we forgot. I ain't forgot, Wayne. You was whack. I ain't forgot. I've not forgotten the whack. I've not forgotten the whack days. What do we say when we start measuring MCs? All your work is considered. The whack and the good we put together, and what does it come out with? So all your work is considered. Because let's be real. No, I can't even say that. I was gonna say let's be real. We take Illmatic out of Nas's category. He's a different MC, but not really.
No, he not. Still got Stu Max.
Yeah,
Still got
not
Ills written. So
not really, not really, not really. So that's one only. Yeah, same with Jay. If you take Reasonable Doubt, and actually we could argue Jay didn't Reasonable Doubt didn't even his most classic album. But not to get off topic, yeah, I'll probably listen to Drake's before I listen to Donda. No, sorry, Kanye. I did see the new Candyman. Um, I gotta say, actually, I revised my rating after paying really close attention. It was Jordan. I forgot the Jordan Peele angle, so the ending makes sense. That is going to be a social statement there. I'll give it three out of five. I'll give it 3 out of 5.
oh wow,
Um,
you went up point
point
three.
two five. I mean, I want to point to it was 2.75 initially, but then I'm like, actually, okay, I forgot the Jordan Peele angle, and that's important because Jordan Peele doesn't do anything without it having a message to it. Get Out had a message to it. Us had a message to it, so it makes sense. And shout out to Nita Costa, first sister to have a #1 movie as a director. So shout out to her for that. But yeah, it had the ending was just it was bordering. It was really leaning towards black trauma porn, and I'm kind of tired of saying it. Like, okay, I get it, cops, black folk. All right. Like we're trying to get away from that, but just after Queen and Slim, and it can wear on you. But no, I give it 3. I give it 3. I get it. Candyman is the Hood Avenger. Once you see the movie, it'll make sense what I'm saying. But Candyman is the Hood Avenger. Yeah. So, last thing. Paul Millsap signs to the Nets. I'm still got Lakers in 7. Because Rondo's back in purple and gold.
I gotta see how that fits, but
it fits well. We saw it when they won the title. What are you talking about?
yeah, but you got 2 point guards that can't shoot, so we'll see how that fits. But because Russ plays a lot of minutes anyway, so I don't know. Are they going to play them together at times?
You
I
put
don't know.
Russ at the 2. Absolutely. You put Russ at the 2.
Okay,
The
well,
same way
we'll
you can
see.
put
We'll
Kyrie.
see. Like I said,
The
I'm
same way you
rooting
can put
for him.
Trey.
I'm rooting for him. I don't know how the hell that's going to work, but people said the Harden and Kyrie and KD thing wouldn't work, but it works.
Listen,
So
listen.
we'll see. We'll see.
I told you. I said this on the other show. Nets in 5 versus the entire Eastern Conference. Like, I'm glad Giannis got his title because them boys about to get smoked.
If
The
they're
entire
yeah, if they're
Eastern
healthy,
Conference is about to get smoked.
if they're healthy. which is I'm sorry to say it because I'm a Kyrie fan, but he doesn't always stay healthy in the playoffs.
Neither
So
does Durant. I mean, I'm sorry, neither does Durant, neither does Harden. You can say about all three of them.
hey, no, you don't. He tore his Achilles one time. Other than that, he's pretty relatively healthy. And Harden
Okay.
the same thing. Like they don't really get hurt. The only person that's really injury prone is Kyrie. But
We're gonna
I
stop
mean,
picking on the Duke product. We're
it's
gonna
gonna be
stop
good
picking
though.
on the Duke product.
I'm not. That's one of my favorite players in the league. I'm just being honest. I can be a fan of somebody and still be honest, unlike you. But yeah,
Oh, whatever, yo. Whatever, B. But okay. So run it back, recap. Let's see here. Again, condolences to anyone affected by Ida. Condolences to all lives lost in Afghanistan. Um, I cannot believe we have landed at the point where parents are losing custody for not listening to the song. I think that is absolutely ridiculous. I hope this judge is disbarred. Word up. Um,
Hmm.
I hear you, Bill Belichick, but I just don't believe you. You need more people. I absolutely think Cam's vaccination status played a part in him because the thing on the side of that coin is if Cam was vaccinated, would he still be there? I think quite possibly so.
Yep.
I honestly do. I think quite possibly so. Now, unless he said, you know what, Cam, we gonna sit you. And he was like, F this, I ain't no backup. All right, cool. But I just don't think that was the case. I think you'd rather be a backup than out the league. Um, yeah, we're gonna wait for the body camera footage. I'm fairly sure this gentleman in DC was reaching for a gun and trying to kill the cops. That's why he got shot 10 times. So I'm, no worries. We'll wait to see the footage. That'll clear everything up. Um, and the day in court is coming, and I am happy. Like I said, Chauvin was the first domino to fall. So I am happy these pigs and paramedics have been indicted for murdering Elijah. And I am happy this DA has been indicted for sitting on the murder of Ahmad. Your recap, sir.
Yeah. I hope everybody is safe and doing well with Hurricane Ida and speedy recovery to all those places. Um, Custody, that's real trash, man. Just because you didn't listen to this mumble rap song, that's wow. Even though the song can't, it's too graphic for the kids to even listen to. So why the hell does it matter?
Mm,
But
mm.
hey, okay, cool. Cam being released, yeah, I'm pretty sure it has something to do with it. Like I think he would probably got benched if he had took the song or listened to the song, but since he isn't, it made it easier for him to be cut because, as you know, everyone, majority of the people here in this country, agree with the song. So whatever happens to you because you didn't listen to the song, they don't care. It's supposed to happen to you. All the pigs in the DA, F the POLICE.
Facts.
uh,
Facts.
yeah, that's all I got to say about that. So hopefully, hopefully you're right. Like I said, time has come that they'll be held accountable, not justice, accountable, and hopefully the mentality will change. So we won't even have this problem at all. That's the end goal. Not to
Yeah,
have this problem at all.
absolutely.
Like we don't want to keep having people get killed and then be held accountable. We want the problem to eventually go away.
Right.
So yeah, when we get to that point where most majority are held accountable, you will personally see me clap and you will see me do a backflip and I will probably die because I'll land on my neck. But other than that, we good.
Well, that's it for this week. Again, subscribe, like, and share. If you check us out on YouTube, all the listeners on other platforms, listening platforms, we appreciate your continuous support. We
Yes,
are
sir.
back. Try to make sure we do this consistently, but in fact, life happens.
Right.
But yeah, we will be back next week. Should be back with special guests. I don't know. We're working on it. But until then, same bad time, same bad channel. On behalf of I said a podcast. Peace.
Yeah.